YouTube stream is on. It's been a long time, YouTube. Welcome back. This is this. This is Stay Woke TV, I guess. Is my mic working? Yeah, I'm back. And just like that, I'm back. On YouTube. Where we can't play music. Shout out YouTube, though. I'm tired as hell. I just woke up, chat, but I said, you know what? Let me get on stream and play some games for y'all. By y'all, I mean myself. Because I'm selfish. What the fuck is this? Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta sign in. How do you do that? I'll press this button. What's going on, chat, man? Another day, another dollar, man. Another day to be alive. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart this. Get this shit started. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing streams all over the place nowadays, I guess. Interesting. I didn't even want to kill these people. Hopefully they'll make me start over. But I doubt that at this point. Damn, I should have left that. Damn, I fucked up. I just realized that I fucked up. Because the shit saved and I didn't want it to save. So now I'm pretty fucked at this point. I don't think it's going to work how I planned. That's great. Alright, so this is what I'll do. Let's restart this. Should have been did that a long time ago. Other than that, I'm back, man. I'm back everywhere, man. Y'all know Stay Woke TV's on Twitch. We lit on Twitch, man. Y'all know that. Make sure y'all go on DJ Grimlock. You know what I'm saying? More shit. Different day. Should I turn my camera on for y'all? You know what? Let me turn my camera on for y'all. So y'all can see it ain't an illusion. I'm really here, nigga. No cap. Grimlock. Stay Woke TV. That's where I need a catchphrase. What? Oh, I just realized something. Why is there no sound? That's not good. That's bad. Yeah, I know, damn it. Everybody's gonna be dead. Fuck. Alright, fuck it. Might as well go and finish this shit. Alright, let's go. We'll kill these guys on the way out. Oh shit, I'm already stuck. I'm already packed. I actually like that. God damn, they everywhere in this bitch. God damn, this is hard. Freaking was in the way. God damn, that big guy. They got cash out here, boy. Boy, chillin'. What's this guy's name? Oxhorn?
Here, each with different outcomes. If you pass...
Most of them wouldn't bother.
After completing a few quests for Diane in the Red Rock drug lab of the Red Rock Canyon, she asks you to deliver a suspicious package to the Raider Fiends at Vault 3.
You up for something challenging? I've got a ship of Jet and Psycho that needs to be delivered to Motor Runner at Vault 3. Don't get cocky. The Fiends are twitchy. Most of them wouldn't bother a con, but the ones outside the vault, well, they're outside for a reason. Here's the package. Good luck. Your payment will be waiting when you get back.
Diane is a member of a tribe called the Great Khans. They do mercenary work from time to time, but they're not really raiders. They have a distinct culture and great tribal pride. They make a living by creating chems in their drug lab. They may not like it a whole lot, but one of their primary customers is a raider gang known as the Fiends. These Fiends are some of the most bloodthirsty raiders in all of the Mojave Wasteland. We may not be keen on delivering chems to these guys, but it does give us a convenient excuse to infiltrate Vault 3. Accepting Diane's proposal adds the quest Abba Dabba Honeymoon to your quest log. The name of this quest is a reference to the song sung by Debbie Reynolds in the movie 2 Weeks with Love. The primary reason we're going to Vault 3 is because we've been sent there by Colonel James Shue of the New California Republic. When you ask the Colonel what some of the biggest challenges the NCR are facing...
Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The Fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3.
He of course mentions the Legion, but also mentions the Fiends. You can ask him to elaborate.
As in Chem Fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them, and they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen. That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The Fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Both quests send you to the South Vegas ruins. These ruins are Fiend territory, and even if you walk around wearing the uniform of the Great Khans, the Fiends in this area will still open fire on you. You have to fight your way through dozens of them before finally arriving at the door to Vault 3.
This is what I've been waiting to see. A big bad con bringing in the medicine. How about you toss some psycho my way?
Now you could reveal yourself and say that you're not a great con, but our goal is to gain a private audience with Motor Runner.
I don't want to hear what to do. I want to hear the story. What's the history?
Many dwellers were afraid of residents to... Vault 3 was a control vault, so no callous or cruel experiment for the residents to endure. Instead, the survivors who escaped the Great War got to live their new lives below ground as if nothing had changed. And for many years their children went to school, they celebrated birthdays, and they grew up to replace the adults as the new workforce, which continued the cycle. But one day, a maintenance worker discovered a small leak, a minor inconvenience that changed everything. That leak, as insignificant as it was something they couldn't fix because they didn't have the required parts. So as a result, Vincent Van Miller, the chief of maintenance, told the overseer, Lincoln Davis, that while he was able to vent the pipes in that section to isolate the leak and stop the pressure from stressing the rest of the system, all he had done was buy them more time. As without the parts, the vault would eventually run out of water. Overseer Davis, now working on borrowed time, ordered for the water to be rationed until the leak could be repaired, which he assured the other dwellers would happen, but in order for that to happen, they needed to open the vault door and go outside. And many dwellers were afraid of this revelation, of opening their vault door and venturing outside, but no one was more skeptical than Michael Robinson. Michael was an isolationist and strongly believed that going outside was nothing but a bad idea. They didn't know who or what was out there. There could be horrific mutants, strange wandering vagabonds, aliens, or murderous gangs, which wasn't far from the truth. But Overseer Davis didn't have any other option than to go outside. And so he announced that Michelle Dallion, his trusted friend, was going to be forming a committee of external relations with the outside world. Now it's worth mentioning that at this time, Vault 3 seemed to be going through the process of selecting a new overseer, not because Davis wasn't good enough or because he was going to be sacrificed. This was a control vault, after all, but because he had served his time and was simply stepping down. So while Michelle was off creating a team in preparation to venture outside, other vault dwellers were trying to become the new overseer, and the most notable members were George Stolt and Michael Robinson. As we know, Michael didn't want to open the vault door and was trying to become the overseer so he could stop the entire thing, and there was quite a few people who supported him, at least in the beginning. George, on the other hand, was good friends with the current, but soon-to-be previous, overseer, and he shared the same belief that going outside was not only a good idea, but also the next step. Because George didn't just want to venture outside to get the parts and then close the door, he wanted to leave the vault door open and start building relationships with existing settlements. And the concept of meeting other people and being able to trade for new things the vault didn't have won him the election. By now, many dwellers had joined the committee, and there were so many of them that Michelle didn't know what to do with them all. But determined to make a good impression on the outsiders, she created several teams, each focused on their own thing. One team they didn't have was a group dedicated to security, which is something you definitely should have. We know that they had weapons inside the vault, but the reason they didn't use them was because they didn't want to appear belligerent or aggressive to outsiders. They wanted survivors to see they were just like them, friendly and unthreatening, and by presenting themselves as an open hand rather than a closed fist, relationships were bound to form. And they did, just not for very long. With preparations complete, Overseer Stolt sent an email to all residents letting them know that the opening protocols for the vault door had started, and within 24 hours, the vault door will have officially opened. This announcement worried Michael. He truly believed that as soon as the vault door opened, something terrible was going to happen to them, and he begged Michelle to reconsider taking some weapons with her, to arm herself and her task force just in case they encountered something dangerous. But Michelle was adamant that they needed to appear peaceful. So the very next day, when the vault door opened, she stepped outside with nothing more than a smile and disappeared into the wastes, taking her team with her. Michael, still inside the vault, waited patiently for her to return, but after a few days there was still no sign of Michelle or her team, yet in their stead was a message. And in that message, Michelle said that everything was fine, and the rest of the teams can now leave the vault and start building some trust with the local population. And this almost had Michael convinced, just not entirely. So he joined the trading team and went outside to see what it was like. And after a few days of being out there, he reported back to the vault, admitting that he was wrong. The wasteland wasn't as dangerous as he first thought, although it wasn't entirely safe either. You see, While they did have some luck trading with outsiders, they had found the parts to repair the leak, and even had the potential to be operating at full capacity soon enough, Michael had also noticed some people in strange hats watching his team, and every time these people were spotted, they disappeared, but they always came back, and each time they were closer and closer, and unlike Michael and the rest of his team, they had weapons. That fact alone was enough for Michael to return to the vault, and he was scared of these people, so much so that he asked Overseer Stolt to lock the vault door, not forever, just for a few days. If he couldn't do that, then at the very least, place some guards outside to show the strangers that they weren't going to be an easy target. But that went against everything they wanted. Closing the door prevented trade, and having weapons was too aggressive, so nothing changed. Yet for a time, it seemed like things were going to be okay. However, one day, the trading party didn't return, and they didn't receive any messages from them either. Nara Robinson, presumably Michael's wife, emailed Michelle, asking her if something could have happened to them, but Michelle wasn't worried and told Nara they'd be back soon enough. And if, in an hour's time, they still hadn't heard anything from them, then she'd send a search party to find them. But in that hour, someone else arrived. The weird people in strange helmets known to locals as the Fiends, a raider gang made up entirely of chem addicts, rapists, and murderers. And they had been watching the dwellers for quite some time. They had seen other people, outsiders with weapons, walk right up to the vault and go inside. And that is exactly what they did. Vault 3, this place of refuge, was transformed into a killing field, and the Fiends didn't stop until every last dweller was dead. To think what could have been another friendly settlement full of people wanting to help, replaced with Fiends who harass passers-by and trade humans as though they were livestock. If only the dwellers had taken a few simple precautions, arming themselves while outside with weapons they had but never used, closing the vault door to outsiders until they knew they could be trusted instead of taking them at face value, and placing a few guards outside may have been enough to repel those with ill intent. But their lives inside the vault, living below ground without any real danger, made them soft and unaccustomed to the new world's cruel ways, and thanks to their innocence, they paid the ultimate price. Be sure to show your support by liking the video and subscribing if you haven't already for more Fallout content. If there's anything you'd like to see in a later video, leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. With that said, thank you, as always, for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.
So that's what happened to them boys. They did not make it.
Bomb, the One, and the many others inside Fort Constantine all belong to Vault-Tec, due to the bombs having a logo that looks surprisingly similar to Vault-Tec's own logo. I don't necessarily believe this theory, although Vault-Tec having their own nuclear division isn't out of the realm of possibility. They do kind of have a motive for starting the Great War, as well as the opportunity to do so. So it's a strong maybe. Imagine, if you will, you're a soldier, you fought in the Sino-American War, and you have faith that it will never come to nuclear war, so you haven't registered to join a vault. Yet Vault-Tec representatives, moments before the Great War, insist that you join, almost as if they know it's going to happen. I'd argue that no country would escalate things to such an extent, not unless they had no other choice. It's madness, mutually assured destruction, and the after effects of a nuclear war could be so severe that you might not even be able to survive on the surface for years. So what would be the point in starting a nuclear war? Retaliation is a different matter. You're already being attacked and you want to ensure the enemy suffers the same fate. It's one of the main reasons a country has nuclear weapons, but never uses them. They only exist as a statement, one that says, if you destroy me, I'll destroy you. The only reason you would use nuclear weapons was if you had a way to ensure you survived retaliation, like a series of shelters. So to Vault-Tec, there is no repercussion. They stand to gain everything from the Great War, and they know it's coming because they are going to start it, which is why their representatives are hounding people to sign up, because they want more test subjects before it's too late. And this theory is supported by the leaked film treatment of the cancelled Fallout movie from 1998, in which the first strike was actually made by Vault-Tec, whose executives had agreed to kickstart the Great War in a bid to fulfill their own prophecy. Although until it is confirmed, what Vault-Tec is truly doing will remain a mystery. For now, all we know is that before the war, they seem to be interested in conducting experiments and gathering information. Maybe in the next Fallout game we'll get more answers and finally see what Vault-Tec has been up to all this time and what they're hoping to use the data for. Until then, it's a mystery, as is who started the Great War.
Confirmed reports, I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Now, I've already said that Vault-Tec could have started the Great War and how they would have done it, so let's not go through that again. But there is another theory that Vault-Tec started the war, only this time it wasn't intentional, but by accident. Vault-Tec was making a lot of money from Project Safehouse.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to do this stream a little later. Oh, at least we're working.
Only this time it wasn't intentional, but by accident. Vault-Tec was making...
That's good. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna be back later on. Gotta go do this real quick. I shall return. At least we got everything working. YouTube, welcome back. Make sure y'all go on Twitch. Follow me, DJ Grimlock, Stay Woke TV. I shall return. Thank you again. Deuces. This has been a testing of the local national streaming service, Stay Woke TV. Have a good day. That sound professional, right? No? Not funny? I thought it was.